What's up? It's your boy, the Dashing Trader, and we're back again. This your one-stop shop. We're here to help you maximize with gig apps like Doordash, Uber Eats, Instacart, and all the rest. So today we're going to talk about an important topic, and that's scheduling. So a lot of new drivers don't know it's pretty difficult getting on the schedule if you're not top dasher. So if you're top dasher, you have the ability to dash at any time. One thing you want to realize is every 30 minutes, somebody is losing their shift on DoorDash. So that's an opportunity for you to get in.
Yes, sir.
Every probably 25 to 30 minutes, there's a dasher that then lost the shift, and that's a dasher that then slid in and got a chance to make some money. So you want to make sure that you the one that's sliding in and can make that money. Alrighty, so say you have a dash schedule, right? Say your time to get in is 2 o'clock, right? Start, you open up the app, 1:30, it's not busy. Well, if it's not busy in your area, but you have a dash schedule, you will be allowed to start your dash 10 minutes early. So say you got it scheduled for 2 o'clock, 1:50 p.m., you will be able to hit dash now and get in the platform. And on the flip side, if it's busy in your area and you have a dash schedule, you will actually be able to get in up to 30 minutes early on that scheduled block. So that's a nice little tip. You can actually get an order or two done before your schedule even starts. So situation, say you're not on the schedule at all, right? And you find yourself with some free time. You say, hey, I want to get out there and dash. It's dinner time, it's lunchtime, it's breakfast time, whatever. I want to go make some money. So, you open the app up, boom. It's no available slots, If it's busy, you usually will have no problem sliding right in. But say, you don't have a scheduled time, a scheduled block, but you want to make some money. Well, what you can do is if you wait if you pay attention to the middle and the top of the hours, a lot of times there's dashers that's already been out dashing for 4 or 5 hours. And what I've noticed is, say I want to get in at 5, 6, 7 o'clock, right? Well, if I wait to the top of the hour and then give it a couple minutes after, a lot of times the slot will open up because that's the time that somebody else is getting ready to, call it quits and hang up and in they dash. So pay attention to the top of the hour because it's a good chance that somebody else is going to be hopping off the platform, and that allows you a chance to slide in and get in and dash into a certain amount of time. So for instance, my dinner time out here is from like 5:30 to 9:30, and for the most part, if you pop on the schedule that day, it's going to be full. You pay attention, you turn the app on about 4:45, it'll still tell you that you can't get on. Well, if you wait till about 5 or 10 minutes after 5 o'clock when the dinner shift starts, usually a couple people that's been working all day, they about ready to go home, and that gives you a chance to slide in, get you a dash schedule for an hour or two, and then that way you at least able to make a little bit of money versus thinking you can't make no money and having to schedule for the next day or the day after. It's always a way to get in. But this video is more for the people who don't have access to Dash now or Dash whenever you want. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are scheduling your dashes in advance. You want to make sure that you're going on the app, going into the scheduling slot. And me personally, I like to schedule my dashes 2.5 hours at a time. For instance, if I'm planning on dashing for about 8 hours, I plan my dashes in 2 hour to 2.5 hour increments. And the reason I do that is because if for any reason I have to pause my dash and it becomes busy, if you pause your dash too many times while it's busy, they'll put you on what's called a continual pause. And when you're on the continual pause, every time you pause, it picks up from the last moment that you pause all the way until you reach your pause limit, which is 30 minutes. And what can end up happening is you can lose your time slot by pausing too much during the busy times. So I like to schedule my dashes 2 to 2.5 hour increments. So that way, if I do lose my slot, it's only for that 2 hour time period and not for the whole evening or the whole morning. So always make sure that, if you're in a real busy area and you have problems losing your dashes, schedule them in like an hour and a half or 2.5 hour increments. And that should help out drastically when it comes to, keeping those dashes and keeping your ability to work up, keeping your ability to work and do dashes, because that's something that I've come across a lot. I'm trying to work. I got a 4 or 5 hour dash schedule. Then, they hit me with that because I don't want to just take all the trash and they'll pause you for declining too many orders in a row, right? And then they'll also continually pause you if you get too many breaks during the busy time. So that's something that you definitely want to look out for. But as far as scheduling, when you planning your week out ahead, you want to make sure that as soon as a day becomes available on the schedule, that you getting in there and scheduling your dashes. And here's a nice little tip for people who even are top dashers and don't even have to worry about scheduling. if you schedule your dashes, the market won't be oversaturated. Not saying you still want to experience oversaturation, but what I'm saying is the more people that's on the schedule, the less people that can just hit dash now. For instance, like me, I'm a cherry picker. If the schedule's all filled up, I can't get in, I can't dash, but a top dasher can still get in there. So top dashers, it's kind of advantageous for you to still schedule your dash so that cherry pickers like myself can't come in at dinner time and get all the, get the good orders. Y'all just kick us right off the schedule. If your market is, you feel like you're not getting those good orders during the busier times, schedule you a dash during those busier times, and you're probably more likely to get the better orders versus the people who not scheduled.